you see? Yeah, I can see it. Are you lying? I can see it.
Welcome everyone to Twiggy's corner of the Louisville Boat RV and Sports Show. My name's Luann Best, better known as Twiggy's mom. Here behind me is my assistant, Tammy Churchwell. That's Twiggy's aunt. Now let's see if we can find the squirrel somewhere. You know what? This is a true story. Some of the tabloids, they got a hold of Twiggy and they wrote a bunch of lies, you know, like they do with the stars. So now she thinks she's a star. And needs a curtain, and this is the best I could come up with, so. There she is, this is Twiggy. Alright, now to begin the show, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about how this craziness with the Waterskiing Squirrel all began. We got the first Twiggy back in 1978 when she was blown out of her nest after a hurricane. But we took the little baby home and nursed her back to health. So, we took the little baby home and nursed her back to health. Now I say we, it was my husband, Chuck Best and I, and he's...
I can't.
But anyway, the first thing you do when you get a new baby in the house is you have to figure out a name for it. And with animals, what you do is you watch what they do around the house so that you can find a name that fits their personality. Well, with our little squirrel running around the house, it didn't take long before we started noticing all the leaves were disappearing on all our house plants. And eventually, we had nothing left but twigs, so this is how we came up with the name Twiggy. Well, then a little while longer went past, and my daughter had a birthday. Now, my husband, he bought our daughter this little remote control boat for her birthday. Well, then he gets teased so much for buying her this boat, and he played with it all the time. You know how daddies, they have to buy into the toys for their kids just a little bit? So all of his friends started teasing him that he had bought that boat for himself, not for her, and he wasn't owning up to that. So he just said, no, I'm sorry to teach you squirrel to water ski with him. And that's where the idea came from. It was totally a joke. My husband, he was a nut. And he was always inventing things. So he made Twiggy some skis out of styrofoam. Then we worked with her in the water. Before long, she was water skiing. Well, then the local newspaper, they came out to our roller skating rink one day, and they were taking pictures of our skaters for the newspaper. And my husband, he happened to mention that we taught our squirrel water skiing. Well, they ended up doing the first newspaper story on Twiggy, and that went in the paper in May of 1979. A week later, the Orlando Sentinel picked it up. Well, then it hit the UPI circuit all over the world, the newspapers. She was in its clippings to places like Australia, Japan, and Germany, and all over the United States and Canada. Well, then ABC came out and did the first news story on Twiggy, and won the Emmy Award for the first news story ever done. They ran it up here more in America in 4 days. They said it got the most response of any story they'd ever done. Well, things have been a little crazy. It even got crazy when people they call us. They came out. They filmed her for the first time on her water skis, which aired in August of '79. Now later on down the road, they filmed her again on her hang glider. That's another story. Anyway, right after the first time aired on Real People, we got bombarded with phone calls. People wanted us to do these type of shows. So we ended up doing 3 shows that first year in '79, and every year after that it's frustrating. Now I get to travel all over the world. We've been to Paris, France, and Germany, and Bermuda, and all over the United States and Canada doing shows with her. She's been on all kinds of TV shows, things like the Rosie O'Donnell Show, the Wayne Brady Show, Late Night with David Letterman, Pet Star, Those Amazing Animals. And some of you may have even got to see her last Wednesday night on American Idol. But she's been on all kinds of TV shows. She was in 4 movies. She was in Down to Earth, Dodgeball, Anchorman, and Megaminds. She was also been in a few commercials over the years. She's been in books, magazines, covers of magazines all over the world. Believe it or not, has one that just came out last April. And for the kids section, she's on the cover of that with the story inside. So y'all can pick one of those up on bookstore. She's also in the Encyclopedia Britannica. She's in high school psychology. Found out last year. She's also in the college level psychology book on her water skis. So I guess that means we're really crazy.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
So we're going to get crazy. Let Twiggy water ski for you. Tammy's going to get the boat ready. We're going to get Twiggy ready. Then we want to make sure Twiggy's nice and safe out here. So we're going to have our boat driver and our spotter in the boat, just like the big boys do when they water ski or wakeboard. And they both have their life jackets on. So what do you think, kids? Do you think Twiggy needs a life jacket? Yeah, the little squirrel singing. Now Twiggy, she's going to wear her life jacket. But she wants to know, how many of y'all wear your life jackets when you're on a boat? Well, we like to see all those hands go up. Twiggy wants everybody to wear the life jackets. Kids, it's required by law that anytime you're on a boat, you have to have a life jacket on the whole time. So y'all can't give mom and dad a hard time. They'll get in trouble. Adults, it's required by law that you have them on the boat. Nice and but I want to encourage you to wear them. Just like you have your seatbelts in your car all the time, just in case. You want to wear your life jacket in the boat all the time, just in case. Because chances are, if you need that life jacket, you're not going to be able to reach it. And probably you'll forget about it altogether. If you want a good reason, just go on my website and find out why my husband's not here anymore, and you'll understand why that's such an important message for me to you. Alright, so now we're ready to ski. Now the first part of the show is a good little ski demonstration for you. I'm going to show you how Twiggy can swim. So all the kids want to see her swim a little bit. Then we're going to show you how she can count. Now I'm going to pick one of you kids out there to help me. And you're going to pick how many laps you want her to go, and you get a free coaster of Twiggy with her autograph on it. My helper. Alright, so we got to get Twiggy's little kisses for that. And there you go. Get it. Oh, there you go. Okay, now this first portion of the show, Twiggy, she wants to demonstrate for you the correct water skiing position. For those of you who are interested in learning how to water ski, she's got a few pointers for you before you get on the water. And just like Twiggy, the first thing you might want to do is get all nice and pretty, just in case somebody's looking at her. You see, Twiggy's about 90% man and only 10% squirrel. She likes to look pretty for the audience. Next, you want to have one foot on each ski. You want to keep your knees bent, your back straight, hold on your toe nice and tight with both hands. But last and not least, and most importantly, you want to keep your tail up high water. And Twiggy said, I can do that really well. Alright, Twiggy, we're going to bring you in. We're going to pick you up. I'm ready, we're going. And show this one more. There you go. Thank you. Alright, now this portion of the show, I toss it in for the kids. They always want to know Twiggy can swim. Now Twiggy swims well. She squirrel paddles like your dog paddles. Now kids, you're going to see Twiggy swim. Twiggy wants to know how many of you can swim.
Did you stop it?
Wow. A lot of hands. How many of you can float on your back? Good. We see a lot of hands here still. Twiggy's really proud of all of you that know how to swim and know how to float. But if you don't, we're going to give you a quick lesson on how to float. Because Twiggy and I are on a mission. We want everybody to have fun on the water just like us. We want you to come home nice and safe. So we're going to give you a quick lesson on how to float. Your kids are going to help with us, okay? Ready? All you kids, I want you to take a deep breath. Okay, now when you breathe in, when you take a deep breath. Air, that's right. So how many of you have ever blown up a raft to float on in the water? Now what are you blowing into the raft? Air, that's right. So what do you think is making that raft float? Air. So what do you think is going to make you float? Air, that's right. So whenever you take a deep breath, where's your air going? In your lungs, that's right. Your lungs is in your chest portion. So your chest portion is what's going to float. Does that make sense? So your little honey and your legs, they're going to hang down a little bit. Your arms are going to hang down a little bit, but that's okay. We don't want you to worry about that. You're just going to, first of all, what I want you to do, if you don't know how to swim or float, I want you to make sure you have somebody else with you. You want to never swim alone or be around the water alone. So just like Twiggy, she's got mom in the water and all these friends around. You want to make sure that you never swim alone so you're safe around the water. Next, what I want you to do, I want you to get on your knees, where your knees are flat on the floor of the water. You want the water to be about chest deep. You can do it on the step of a pool, or a hot tub, or shallow end of a pool. And that way, you know, when you stand up, the water's only going to be about waist deep, and you're going to be able to relax, because that's another key element in learning to float, she has to relax. So then what I want you to do, take a deep breath. And feel that wind in the water. You can move your head back and forth to keep the water out of your nose and out of your mouth. You're going to fluctuate a little bit because you're going to be breathing in and out. But you're not going to sink because you have what in your lungs? Air. That's right. So what I want you to do, if you do get nervous, I like to do it just for fun. While you're just laying there, just take another deep breath. When you do your chest, it's going to pop way up above the water. So if you keep getting nervous, don't try to get back up. Just relax and take another deep breath. Up like this above the water. So we want everybody to learn, all you kids learn, you got to get your moms or dads to verify that you learn to float. Go on TwiggySpeeds.com and you email me and tell me how you learn. And we're going to put everybody's name in a drawing at the end of the year. And we're going to draw somebody's name and win some really nice prizes. Okay? Alright, ready? Between kisses for love. There you go. Now we got to use my tail as a rudder. It's all wet. Alright, Twiggy, we're going to pick you up. We're going to go into the counting between. Okay, Twiggy, we're going to pick you up. We're going to go on to the counting portion of our show. Twiggy. Alright, Twiggy. We're going to go on to the counting portion of our show. There you go. Alright, we're good. Oh, great job. Alright, this last portion, we started doing this when we were watching TV one time, and they were teaching monkeys to count by stroking on the belly. So we wanted this girl to learn. We started working with Twiggy. And she can count all the way up to 6. But I'll tell you what, we've been just doing 2 to 4 laps, and everybody picks 4. So we're going to throw a little kink with Twiggy's plans. We're going to let you pick between 2 and 5 laps this time. And you're going to get a free poster of Twiggy with her autograph on it. Me and my helpers. Did you get your shower today? Alright, who's going to help me this time? Do what? I've been going over there, coming over here. Let me see, we're going to pick up the fella. Will you be my helper this time? What's your name? Zach? There's your poster of Twiggy with her autograph on it. And I autographed it. Bring it up after the show. I'll put your name on it. Okay, Zach? Alright, you can be the first one to pet Twiggy at the show. We're going to let everybody pet her after the show. And we also got the posters and Twiggy toys and everything for sale if anybody wants to keep saying. Alright, Zach, how many laps do you want Twiggy to go? 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we're going to count on Twiggy's belly and tell her how many laps that she's got to go. Okay, kids, you got to help me here. We're going to count for Twiggy. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way to Mom. Okay. Got to give her little kisses for love. You know, everybody wants to know, how do you teach a squirrel to ski? I just say it's real easy. It's like training a husband. Just give them lots of love and affection and tell them the same thing over and over. We're good with my husband. Alright. Give her little kisses. Alright, Zach, I'm going to count for Twiggy each lap as she goes around. The finger's going to be right next to her, but we want her to go the entire 5 laps. That's your first lap. Now, Twiggy, you got 4. Twiggy, are you listening? You didn't look like you were paying attention. That's your second lap. Now you got 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Twiggy, you better. Alright, now how you listening? Alright, now you got 2 more. 2 more. All the way to Mom. Uh-oh. You might better make bigger laps. Alright, Twiggy. No. One more. All the way to Mama. Alright, Zach. Let's see what she's going to do this time. Is she coming in? Or is she going to keep going? What are you going to do, Twiggy? Coming to Mama? Are you coming to Mama? Are you coming to Mama? There you go. Great job. Yay! I hope you enjoyed Twiggy's portion of the show. And this is her favorite part of the show. We're going to have Twiggy over here at the table. You can all come up, pet her, give her a kiss if you like. We have the posters on sale, autographed for $3 if you want to keep safe. We also got the Twiggy stuffed animals for $10 on sale at the show. And if you want a picture with Twiggy, we're going to post it for you. $2. pose with you with your camera.